Hello. In this video, I'm going to discuss the first 5 of the median questions in SLMC 5 2023, the last paper given. Now, before I start, I want to remind you that the SLMC 2024 registrations are still going on. So it will be held on February 15th. So if you have not registered, please register. Okay. Okay, now let's go to the questions. All right, hope you can see my screen. So this is a cover page. Okay, I think now you are familiar with the cover page, which actually gives you the point, the scoring system, right? Right. Now here we have the first question. So we need to figure out, hold on, let me get my pen active. Right. So takes a few seconds. Yes. So so today is Sunday. What day is the 7th day after tomorrow? Right. So today is Sunday, and tomorrow is Monday, and the 7th day after tomorrow. So week after tomorrow, right? So 7 days. It means a week, right? The last day of the week, right? Starting day after tomorrow. So day after tomorrow is Tuesday. So if we have a whole week from Tuesday, including Tuesday, and then it ends on Monday, right? So the week ends on Monday, starting from Tuesday. So it has to be a Monday, right? You can also do this. You can draw a diagram. So that's actually a very important strategy in solving problems, right? So we can draw boxes for days, right? So this is Sunday, and then that's today, and here's tomorrow, Monday, and then 7 days, right? So one whole week, and then this starts with Tuesday, then this has to end on Monday, right? So the answer is Monday, right? So let's go to the next question. Veena thinks of a number, multiplies it by 7, and adds 10 to the answer. She gets 80. What's the number she thought? So if we draw a figure here, we can, okay, let's see. Now here's the box. So here she thinks of a number. We don't know what that is. And there is some action here. She multiplies it by 7, right? And then she gets a new number that also we don't know. And then she does another action on that answer, adds 10 to the answer, right? And she gets 80, right? So if now you reverse the process, starting from 80, going backwards, working backwards, right? So you need to undo what she did, right, to get 80. So we need to subtract 10, and then we get the number in. So it is 70, right? We get this number, right? And then we need to undo what she did to 70. Sure, she got 70 by multiplying it by 7. So we need to divide it by 7. So she gets, okay, we get, we get 10, right? Sorry, that's not correct. So it is 7. It's actually 10, yes. That's correct. So now we can check whether it's correct. So she thought 10, and then multiplied by 7, she got 70, and added 70, added 10 to the 70. She got 80, right? So, sorry about that. Hold on. So, sorry about that. Now we can continue, right? So, she thought what the number she thought is 10, right? So we found it by working backwards, right? Working backwards, right? Usually we work forwards, but in some problems, working backwards, is very effective. So here we were able to find the answer by working backwards, right? So let's go to the next question. In the figure below, any two regions with a common boundary should be colored in different colors. What is the minimum number of colors needed? So this should remind you of these mapping colors, right? I think you may have done when you were small, right? So coloring a world map, right? Or maybe you color the provinces of Sri Lanka, right? 9 provinces. So you don't want to waste colors, right? You want to color the map, right? So that if two countries share a border, you color they mean different colors, so you don't want to waste colors, right? So here actually you have nice countries because these are countries are made of squares, triangles, right? So very nice. But still the same rule, right? If two countries share a border, then they have to be colored in different colors. So let's see. Now let's color this one in the middle, right? In red color. So I'm going to write R, right? And then here, the one in which I put a dot, it's a triangle, and it shares a boundary with the square, which is square country, which is colored in red. So let's color this in blue. And then the country in which I put a dot now, it shares a border with blue country, red country. So let's say it is green country, right? So we need 3 colors at least, right? And then the one, I put a dot in now, it shares a boundary with red country and green country. So we can color it in blue, no problem, right? And then the country in which I put a red dot in it, so it shares a boundary with blue country, red country, and another blue country, doesn't matter. So we can color this in green. So what we have used 3 colors. And then here I put a dot. Now this, country, right? Because it's border, right? So it borders with a green country, blue country, green country, blue. So we can color it in red, right? So we managed to color this in 3 colors, right? Green, blue, red, 3 colors. So the minimum number of colors needed is 3, right? All right. So the answer is 3. Okay, next one. If Abdul gives 13 marbles to Meena and 7 marbles to Sarat, then they all have the same number of marbles. How many more marbles does Sarat have than Meena? So if Meena and Sarat, they had the same number of marbles, right? But then it happened after Meena got 13 marbles and Sarat got 7. these marbles came from Abdul, right? Then now, so we can record this information, right? So 13 marbles Mina got, right? So we can write Mina, M for Mina, and then Sarat got 7. Now they have the same number, right? So how many more marbles does Sarat have than Mina? So this is, before Abdul gave, right? If, and the thing is that this is if. We don't know whether Abdul really like to give, right? Because it's an if, right? So if Abdul gives 13 marbles to Mina and 7 marbles to Sarat, then they will have the same number. So then how many more marbles does Sarat have than Mina? So you can actually do this by doing like this. If you know solving equations, you can bring m to the right hand side. So you have s minus m, and then bring right 7 to the other side, 13 minus 7. So this is actually 6, right? So Sarat has 6 more marbles than Mina. But maybe you don't know this method, right? You don't know how to solve equations, right? No problem. So we can do it differently. So let's say that here this line, right? So the Mina and Sarat, they both have the same number, right? But Mina actually got to this position, right, by getting 13 marbles, right? So before that, she was actually 13 less, right? 13 less, and she was here. This is, what she had. And the Sarat was, 7 less, right? So like this, right? So then you can see that, right? This is, what Sarat, has more than Mina. And that is actually 6, right? Because this is 7, right? So this has to be 6, okay? So as we can see, we can actually solve problems in many ways, right? And that's actually quite fun, right? So you should not be satisfied with just the answer, right? Always see whether there are other methods to solve, right? So we go to the next question, right? Sita shared a rectangular bar of chocolate with lines drawn parallel to the sides of forming small squares. Yeah, we know how that's how these rectangular chocolate bars are like, right? There are lines, you can break chocolate into small squares, right? So you can it is easy to share and eat. So Sita shared, right? How did she share? With her sister by breaking off an entire row of 5 small squares, right? Then she broke an entire column of 7 small squares for his brother. So there's a small mistake, right? It has to be for her brother, right? Okay. How many small squares were there in the entire bar of chocolate, right? So we can draw a figure and do this. Let's see how this is the chocolate bar, right? And here she broke off this square. It has actually 5 squares, right? And then she broke off column, right? So let's see, column, right, of 7, right? 7 small squares, right? So here you have 7. So then how many in total? So you can see that, this is a 8 by 5, right? 8 by 5 chocolate bar, right? Okay. So then there are 40 small squares, right? So the answer is 40, right? Okay, so hope these medium questions, you found them not that hard. But most importantly, I hope that you found them interesting. Okay, so in the next video, I'll discuss medium questions last 5 from 16 to 20. Okay,